Happy New Year's to you Leos out there. Welcome to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. Today, Leos, I'd like to present a couples reading to see what's going on with you until the end of this month. And then I will be posting follow-up readings, of course, for February. To save them on some time, I've already shuffled the cards and presented them as seen here. So, Leos, let's start with your bottom card. We have the Nine of Clubs here. And Leo, this card says that you may feel as though your back is up against the wall in this relationship. You may even feel weary and under attack. Astrologically, Leos, this card is associated with Sagittarius, where the goddess of the moon can kind of shed her light on those who seek solutions to complex problems. So for this reason, then, this nine says that if you're willing to kind of stay on purpose with your intention, you know, what you want, and to stand up for your convictions, which, Leos, is going to take a bit of fortitude and a lot of backbone. But if you're able to do this, you can expect to see tangible improvements, it looks like, in this relationship. So let's go on back and start off with your first card and just see how are you presently functioning in this relationship. We have the Six of Spades here. So, Leos, this card is all about anxieties. It says you are a very serious, anxious person. You are precarious but safe. And it looks like you tend to worry a bit of a lot. And given your tendency to kind of expect the worst in situations, you might consider, Leos, developing a stronger belief system in your maker. Because only then will you learn to kind of surrender the notion that you have no real power over your life and that there's a greater hand, you know, that's kind of steering your life than your own. You will be able to kind of relax and permit your destiny, Leos, to kind of unfold naturally as it really needs to be. So let's move on to your second card, Leos, and just look at how your partner is really functioning in this relationship. We have the Three of Spades here. So, Leo, keep in mind that when this three usually appears in a reading, it usually represents some sort of interference of some sort. This card usually kind of invites a third person to kind of wedge him or herself between two people. And what you will find is that this interfering person is either benign or their intrusion is small and annoying. But therefore, you know, your partner appears to be the type of person who doesn't really communicate directly to you. He or she seems to be attracted to triangulated relationships, or he or she will always need like a go-between or an individual to kind of convey his or her requests to you instead of really doing it directly, which it can be troubling at times. I just want to point out that we do have a variety of different energies here. Just moving on to your third card, just looking at the relationship, you have a lot of air energy. It could possibly be an air sign. It's also that you might be dealing with. And, you know, the air signs are Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And just moving on, just to look at your relationship as it is presently functioning here, we have the Queen of Diamonds, and that represents an earth sign. So it can also definitely be a Capricorn. It could be a Taurus, or it can be a Virgo. But don't get caught up too heavily on signs. It could be any sign. So just looking at your relationship as it is presently functioning, this Queen is telling me that this Queen, Leo's, is all about materialism. So, you know, this Queen says that your relationship as it exists now is oriented toward the acquisition of money and perhaps position in an unhealthy way. Um, if you perhaps just started dating this person, you will begin because of the way that you look. Perhaps a person were attracted to you because of how you look in some way. But this is individual, because this individual tends to have a long history of kind of being attracted to your general type. And it appears that, you know, again, kind of looking at this card, your connection is going to flourish or wilter at your discretion. You're going to have total control over the alliance. And I'm kind of feeling that a social invitation is going to come about if it hasn't already been presented to you. And I'm seeing this person wanting to spend some time with you or to come stay with you for a little while. Okay, let's move on to your last card, which is the Seven of Hearts here. So, Leos, this card is all about intimacy and emotional risks. So it kind of describes our ability to kind of share our hopes and fears. And, communication at this level, Leos, can be very risky and frightening, but the benefits of vulnerability are kind of incalculable. So what this card is suggesting, I mean, this card is the link to your future, and it's really suggesting that you stop daydreaming and really decide upon a goal. In addition, it kind of says that you will pour your hearts out to one another. You might even get a go between, like a friend or a counselor, to assist, because I told you that, having that this interference of some sort sometimes is, and she's kind of facing this card, so it looks like it could be a female, it could be a male, or somebody that might be used as a mediator somehow to assist you, should that occurs. But in any event, you both feel heard and understood, and I feel that I see you moving forward or moving much closer as a couple. You're going to put things together in your mind, Leos, and you're going to come to a final synthesis or solution or resolution, which will kind of bring a deep feeling of gratitude and contentment. So, Leos, this is what I have for you today. Should you wish to schedule a more personal reading with me, you can certainly do that by emailing me at wat61073@gmail.com. If you wish to send over a donation, you can also send that on over to wat61073@gmail.com. I will be posting the February readings shortly. Appreciate your time.